Ryder's checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Maravich kicks to Malone. Back to Maravich. He feeds it to Wallace. Here's Malone. 14 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Malone's got 6.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Here's Baylor. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside Thomas. Passes to Sabonis. Wallace a screen. Thomas again. Smith. 5 on the clock. Ryder. Then the pass to Sabonis. The shot's good from Worthy. The Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Left side Baylor. And stolen by Worthy. Here's Ryder. Look at
that. It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Here's Thomas. Dominate. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Thomas is out there with Richmond. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Duncan, and it's Worthy in the power forward position.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Maravich. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kicks to Duncan. Here's Richmond. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Maravich. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Prime Time's checked in for Oklahoma City. Garbage Man, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The dude comes in for Thomas. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. On defense, the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Stockton kicks to Lucas. Tries from the block. That's good.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Richmond the pass to the dude. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is.
Oh!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And the Thunder making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
2 points for Jerry
Lucas, that's good.
Timeout for the 76ers.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Iguodala, the pass to prime time. And that one's good. Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players are playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
There's the pass to Lucas. Oklahoma City moving it around from about 19 feet. And now the 76ers on the break. The dude passes to Duncan. Duncan, a screen. Havlicek outside. Pass to the dude. And again, it's Philadelphia. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Mutombo. Malone comes in for Lucas. And Smith subbed in for Stockton.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That is his first foul of the game. Maravich, he's checked in for primetime. James Worthy's checked in for Philadelphia. Thomas comes in for the dude. Iguodala with the steal. Outside, Maravich. Smith inside. Wallace covering. Nice shot by Smith. And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season, showed in the playoffs, Greg, he is still very much at the top of his game.
Listen, Tim Duncan, for me, is the greatest power forward to ever play the game, although Pop will tell you he's actually a center in the power forward's body. I mean, what a great matchup. How great was he, I should say, in the matchup against the Clippers last season. And throughout his career, he has been more consistent than a clock. I mean, it doesn't matter the year or who he's up against. This guy just finds a way to leave his mark on the game.
Passes it to Gilmore. And that one's good. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Iguodala outside. Wallace with a screen for Iguodala. And here's Maravich from the arc. Maravich missing again. Here's Gilmore. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. 76ers lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Oklahoma City right now, Lucas is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Irving. Then it's Stockton. And it's Mutombo in at the 5. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's the dude. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, you know, Philly would finish right in the middle of the pack in terms of defensive rankings. They knew how to make stops, and they've got some good defenders, too, so not surprised they were fairly solid defensively.
And the big thing that stuck out for me for the Sixers, their turnovers forced. I mean, second in the league in steals per game, 4th in the league in block.
Feeds it to Iguodala. Screened by Lucas.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Havlicek. That doesn't go either for Havlicek.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
A nice shot by Irving. Timeout called the 76ers. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Baylor, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The 76ers leading by 6. Stolen by Stockton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
And that one's good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Stockton kicks to Lucas. Shot from 12. Duncan with the block. To the middle. Here's the dude. To the inside. Richmond. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the layup's good off the glass. Richmond's got his third basket of the night right there.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And the Thunder making a change here. Maravich is checked in. Thunder trailing by 8. Outside Baylor. He kicks it to Mutombo. Back to Baylor. Pass to Irving. Dishes to Baylor. 4 on the clock. Here's Maravich. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maravich has got 10 points in the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Irving. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now it's just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Richmond the pass to the dude.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Smith checked in for Baylor. Lucas against Duncan. The feed now to Thomas. Misses off the left eye. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Lucas up top. Wants to get it to Maravich, and does. Puts it up from 12. Maravich missing again. The 76ers leading by 4. No one covering. Thomas got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Screened by Lucas. And it's Smith missing. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Thomas with the ball. Now Smith defending. Launches it. That's good from Wallace on the assist from Duncan. Duncan's got 3 assists tonight. Smith dishes to Maravich. Oklahoma City moving it around. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second.
city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month. Flapping the wind, no guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia 76ers come in for this one. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Wallace is out there with Garbage Man. Then there's Havlicek, and it's the dude, and it's Ryder in at the 2. Here's the dude. Havlicek, the pass to Ryder. To the wing on the left. Inside. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Shot clock at 5. Ryder, then the pass to Gilmore. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Philadelphia last year struggled in a number of ways, Greg. The big one was they couldn't make shots as a team. Very basic.
Kevin, lowest field goal percentage in the entire league, and by a wide margin. Hard to get any wins when that's the case.
Here's prime time. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's the dude. An easy 2 points on the layup. The dude's got his first bucket in this one.
And, you know, the Sixers did end with the lowest field goal percentage in the league. Shot just under 41% on the season. Easily put them in last place, and you can't win if you shoot that poorly.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Ryder. The shot no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And Stockton, here we go. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's prime time. The three-pointer off the mark.
And guys, you would have hoped the 76ers would have improved over the course of the season, but really their shooting got worse after the All-Star break, dropping below 40%.
Here's Mutombo. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. For three. Stockton. Good. Stockton's got 6 points.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
They get it back. Here's prime time. Got a hand on it. And they're running. Here's the dude. He's covered by Stockton. And he gets it to go. Havlicek's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Three-pointer from Stockton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is...
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's Malone. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Prime time. The Thunder with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And that one's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Lock at 6. They get it back. The dude passes to Wallace. Over Mutombo. Wallace misses. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Here's Worthy, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
That's good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
Yeah, and watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Maravich against Richmond. Fires from deep. Maravich missing again. at the end of one. Both teams putting up some points. 76ers lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Kenny Smith.
Maravich is out there with Smith. Then it's Lucas. Then it's Baylor. And it's Wallace in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Top of the key, Duncan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players. Passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Malone's checked in for Wallace. Irving comes in for Baylor. And Stockton subbed in for Smith. That gives them the lead. Stockton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Thomas with the steal. One-on-one here. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. We're getting back to Duncan's rebounding. He's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Stockton kicks to Mutombo. And there's the 3-second violation. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. The dude passes to Havlicek. From about 16. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Havlicek's got his 2nd basket of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And a wide open look for Irving. The Thunder with another miss. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against New York. The dude passes to Havlicek. To the wing right side. No problems knocking that one down. Ryder's got 8 points.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know,
electricity in my wish to evolve. I hear them all say that I got hot, but not everything that it takes. Take them up, but not my soul. Tell you I got fire, I won't sell it for no payroll. Let them hold me down. I know if I know another way, I can live the other way. I know another way, I tell them to right to their face.
Entirely, totally, bring it all together. I want everything. Feel till it feels like hot gossip. Demand to recount. People, folks, waiting on the trickle with your hands out. I gotta laugh at you, then call it luck because it wasn't due to you. Don't mean I ain't paying dues. You stupid. I'm on the mind of reaching things that you can't. Just know I'm doing something you ain't.